Canelo Alvarez recently secured a victory against Jermall Charlo, sparking discussions among experts about a potential showdown between Canelo and Terence Crawford. Promoter Bob Arum shared his strong opinion on the matter, stating, "I think Canelo wipes the floor with him. I really like Crawford. I told you with Crawford and Spence that Crawford would beat the hell out of him, but Canelo is a different story. It's an exciting match, but I believe there will be only one winner. Canelo usually fights at a high level, and I don't believe Terence can hurt Canelo, but Canelo can hurt Terence." Meanwhile, Eddie Hearn expressed difficulty in choosing between the two fighters, as both are among his favorites. He remarked, "If you're asking me about the Terence Crawford question, you're talking about two of my favorite fighters, two modern-day greats. I do think Canelo Alvarez is too big for Terence Crawford. Canelo will never fight in a weight class below 168, and I don't think he wants to. Even at 168, it's still a bit of a challenge. I don't see Crawford coming up to 168, and if he does, I don't think he beats Canelo. I'm not sure if the fight will even happen, but if it does, it'll be between two great fighters, and I'll support Alvarez." On the other hand, Shocker Stevenson has been actively pushing for the fight, expressing confidence that Terence Crawford would perform exceptionally well.
Like I said, I've been saying that I don't think size win fights. I think skills do. So yeah, I think like being a southpaw with good movement and sharp boxing, it would be hard for Canelo. That high guard to walk him down and load up on them big hooks. I think Bud.
Amir Khan, who has faced both Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford during his career, believes that no one is likely to defeat Canelo. Amir shared his thoughts, stating, "I don't think anyone is beating Canelo. There are rumors about Crawford moving up to 168 to face him. I like both guys, but I think Crawford shouldn't give up that much weight. I've been in a similar position. After a great win against Devin Alexander, I moved up to face Canelo, and it just doesn't work." Antonio Tarver, however, feels that a matchup between Canelo and Crawford would be much more competitive than Canelo's recent fight with Jermall Charlo. He remarked, "I think it's going to be a much better fight, more competitive. The outcome is up for grabs. It depends on whether Canelo's size impacts Crawford the same way it did Charlo, but I think Crawford is a different animal, a different beast. Pound for pound versus pound for pound would be fascinating to see." Roy Jones Jr., while not opposed to Crawford fighting Canelo, believes Crawford should face Jermall Charlo first. Roy explained, "I'd prefer to see Charlo fight Crawford first and see how he handles the weight. If Crawford does well, then we can talk about a fight with Canelo, but not right now. Crawford is one of the best pound-for-pound fighters, but moving up to face Canelo straight away would be a tough challenge for both fighters." Jim Lampley appreciates the idea of Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford meeting in the ring, but suggests a compromise on weight. He explained, "There's a 21-pound gap between Crawford and Canelo, but if they can agree on a catch weight, say 154, 157, or 160, it would make for an incredible fight. The world would love to see the ultraviolent Canelo Alvarez face the ultraviolent Terence Crawford. It's potentially a great matchup." Oscar de la Hoya, however, firmly believes Crawford would handle Canelo with ease. He stated, "Terence Crawford will beat Canelo. I've always said the big, talented man beats the small, talented man, but Crawford isn't small. He can walk around at 168 if he wants to. If the fight happens at 164, it's Crawford all day. Based on skill set alone, Crawford is a master and would make Canelo look like a child. That's just my experience as a fighter. Do I want Canelo to win? Yes. But from a skilled fighter's perspective, Crawford will win in a masterclass any day." Dmitry Bivol also sees Crawford as the most complete fighter in the sport today. Reflecting on Crawford's dominance over Errol Spence, Dmitry said, "I would say Crawford is the favorite because of his speed, movement, and reflexes. Spence is bigger and has great ring IQ, but in my view, Crawford is the most complete fighter out there right now." Joe Rogan, on the other hand, expressed surprise at the possibility of Crawford moving up to 168, finding it hard to believe that he's seriously open to such a massive weight jump.
54, right?
No, 64,
right?
No, 68.
You want to go up to 68. So who would you fight at 68? Canelo?
If he won, or Charlo, the winner.
That would be crazy.
I want to be 3-time undisputed.
So your goal was to go up and become undisputed in 3 different weight classes.
There you go. Something that never been done before.
Right.
I always said, man, that's a big step. That's a big step. But for a person to go up 3 weight classes from 147 to 168, and to win,
Yeah.
and become undisputed. Wow. What can they say? They can't say nothing right now, but what can they say? What would they say though? 3-time undisputed champion and a smaller fighter that went up 3 weight divisions to conquer one of the baddest men.
Clarissa Shields praised Canelo Alvarez for his performance against Jermall Charlo, but still ranks Terence Crawford as her top pound-for-pound fighter. She stated, "We cannot ignore what Terence Crawford did against Errol Spence. Until I see someone with his skill set and attitude step up, he will remain number one for me." Steven Espinoza believes the fight between Canelo and Crawford is possible and acknowledges the growing demand for it. He explained, "There's a lot of chatter about this fight. Initially, Crawford suggested a catchweight, but Canelo dismissed the idea, saying Crawford was too small. However, they both seem to have reconsidered, likely because of the magnitude of the opportunity. Clearly, people are interested, and it's a big financial opportunity for both. If the fans want it and it makes sense, then I think it's very doable. Ultimately, it's up to Canelo and what he decides to do next." Canelo Alvarez himself hinted at the possibility of fighting Crawford, but emphasized that it's not currently in his plans. He said, "I've always said if the fight makes sense, then why not? But right now, it's not in the plan. Maybe in the future, I don't know. For now, I just want to enjoy this victory, and then we'll decide what's next. I'll sit down with Al Heyman and the team and figure out my future, but nothing is decided yet. I feel like I'm back. I feel strong and great again. I'm so happy because I haven't felt like this in a long time, but now, I'm back." This aligns with Sean Porter's belief that fans won't see the Canelo-Crawford fight anytime soon.
No Canelo versus Terence Crawford. But here's what's bad.
Amazing.
Here's what's bad. It's bad that Canelo versus Bud Crawford, I think, makes more money than Canelo versus Billy.
Of course.
I think.
Of course.
Don't make sense. I think you're gonna have to do some strategic promoting to get Benny Beaters and Canelo to make, the kind of money I think it instantly makes.
Terence Crawford believes a fight between him and Canelo Alvarez is the biggest matchup in boxing and remains eager to see it happen. Crawford stated, "Canelo versus Crawford is the biggest fight in boxing. There's no fight out there bigger than this. If Canelo isn't going to fight me, who else is there?" Jermall Charlo is also open to the idea of facing Crawford. He shared, "I'm down to fight whoever. If it's Terence Crawford, I'm ready. I could fight Crawford in my weight class. I know he's somewhere around here. Let me fight Errol Spence first, and take care of that. Afterward, I'll get right back into training. Don't worry about it." For more updates and insights, be sure to subscribe and explore our other videos.